So there's a lot of talk right now about a potential AI winter coming. There have been a couple before where there was lots of interest and excitement around AI, but it just didn't really pan out. There's also obviously a lot of talk about the Terminator and Skynet. Like, is it time for the robots to come and replace all of us? And I guess wipe us off the face of the planet? I don't think so. However, I do find a lot of joy comparing the rise of AI to the rise of the internet and how much fun those movies were at the time. So, for example, if you think back to The Net with Sandra Bullock, how awesome was it to see this female hacker going to her computer before the internet and computers were really a thing in the average person's home, and she would just ordering a pizza to be delivered to her house. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I kind of feel like we're missing that right now in our culture with AI. It's so confusing for the average person. There are how many different acronyms out there to memorize, let alone trying to understand how all of this actually works and how does it apply to your work or you as an individual. Like it's so complicated. Most people just don't have the extra time to get through that. They just want to get through their lives, order a pizza on the internet and have it delivered to their house. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that it's going to lead to an AI winter, but as the workforce changes, people will adapt and get new skills and find new jobs. And I think this will happen over a much longer period of time. We're not all of a sudden going to see half the workforce is gone by 2027. I mean, that's preposterous considering if you talk to pretty much anybody, most people are not using AI in any meaningful way in their job or in their personal lives. So I'm positive about an AI future. I don't think it's going to end up like Terminator. So I think in terms of enterprise adoption, obviously we can't make Hollywood productions with really cool plots like the Nets, but I do think that we can come up with use cases that people can understand. And I mean, even if that has to start like at the individual or team level, that's really where it has to start right now because it's still such early days. So I don't think there's just not going to be a way to say like, okay, our company's using AI now. Like what is that? What that doesn't mean anything to anybody. And I think that's the piece that's stalling adoption for most companies.